The year of COVID was a detrimental loss to millions across the world. You may feel like our hope and pride was snatched away from us, and to recover it may seem impossible. But despite what was taken, one thing for sure is that adversity will always remain the best teacher, since it teaches us how to go on with our lives. The first thing we must understand about adversity is that it is inevitable, so there's no point in rejecting it. Failure of accepting reality leads to a prolonged trial of tribulations, unnecessary suffering with no real understanding, because a loss with no comprehension is just wasted punishment. When I'm at a fork in the road, I always know that there are two choices that I can take: the emotional comfort or the progress. You only get one, but you have to choose. Today is the last day. We reflect on the loss and indulge into the comfort of laying helplessly on the bed, staring up into the ceiling with no hope on where to move next. This massive world is filled with limitless opportunities, awaiting in every thought in your subconscious mind. You hold the power to determine what happens next by having the courage to override the comforting impulse with a strong decision to live your true purpose. What would happen if you accepted the inevitable? Not the defeat, but the circumstances that life have created. You begin to open up the same senses that crippled you by seeing the rugged terrain as a fresh green pasture for giving birth to a new harvest. Our bodies and minds are fresh, full of blood cells to pump us up with the oxygen to execute any golden dream we feel we need to achieve. That app that needs to be created because you have the solution, or the patient who needs that encouragement when you show up to work every morning. You see, our journey is also tied into the lives of many others, affecting the emotions of one soul to another like an electrical current passing through different voltages. Smell the air around you and feel the electric passion from your peers. We are all in this together, side by side. We move through this moment, not as an individual unit, but a multicultural family of many ethnicities. But this can only be achieved if we all do our part in the process, by taking responsibility for what we need to improve in our life. You will find that life is a lot easier to deal with and become more successful in the long run if you simply avoid doing things you know are wrong, such as lying, betraying someone's trust, stealing property or money, or binge drinking. We have to refrain from these impulsive bad habits. If your life isn't going the way you want it to, you have no one to blame but yourself. You are the creator of your divine purpose in the world. It's time to be honest with yourself. Humility is a tough notion to grasp, but it is a key component of many religious beliefs. The Latin term humilitas, which means lowliness or lowness, is the source of the concept of humility. It denotes not only a poor social rank, but also a lack of authority and expertise in comparison to another person. When we are humble and see ourselves as lower on the totem pole than others. What we don't know becomes our friend because they have something good inside them for us. If only we could better identify with their ignorance rather than feeling threatened by it. You believe you have a wealth of knowledge to share with the world, but this is insufficient. More than general statements about how wrong other people are required. As a result, when someone points out my ignorance in an argument or a conversation and appears to be attempting to correct me, I am grateful for their assistance. Because if there was some way I could be corrected, perhaps one day we both know something correct. Imagine you're on a great adventure and the people around you are telling you amazing things. You can get small tools from them that are like gems to help aid you in your journey into the unknown world out there. So the question is, do you want to be right? Or do you want to learn something new? And learning will always be more important than being correct. Every great journey begins with a small step. Do not underestimate the small efforts that bring you closer to your goal. Take action, prioritize your task, and keep distractions to a minimum. Devote yourself to your goal and tell your family and friends about it so that you can stay committed and make an official contract for success. I hope you will take all these steps to ensure your success in achieving your life goals. Begin now. Remember, success does not come to you. You must take action and go for it. So please, leave a comment, like this video, and share it with your friends to help others start and change their lives.